40s weekend and you look absolutely amazing, I have to say. It's like stepping right back into the 1940s, isn't it? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here this afternoon to commemorate a wonderful and celebrate the life of the wonderful Dame Vera Lynn. Now, does anybody remember the 1940s? One person, brilliant. It's lovely that you're so honest, fantastic. Is anybody sat next to somebody who remembers the 1940s? Now you find out who your friends are, don't you? Well, if you do, there's been some incredible songs and some incredible people to come out of the 1940s. And of course, I'm talking about the very, very famous Dame Vera Lynn. Now, does anybody remember all the songs and Dame Vera? Yes, she was amazing, wasn't she? She'd go out, she'd entertain all the troops all over the world, wasn't she? And she got very, very famous doing it, and she brought a lot of joy, didn't she? And I was actually very fortunate, just before she passed away, I was very fortunate to actually go and meet the great lady herself. She knew that we were doing all the shows, and she invited me down to meet her, which was an incredible feeling. So I spent 3 hours with her, talking to her all about what she did in the war and how she loved entertaining the troops. And just right at the end of the 3 hours, she said to me, "Laurie," she said, "I know you're keeping my songs going and you know you're doing all the shows." She said, "Is there anything I can do for you?" And I thought, how lovely was that? So I said, well, what would be lovely is if you could record a message so that every time we do the show, it's like it's coming from you and you're here. And she said, "Oh, what a lovely idea." She said, "That's brilliant." She said, "What I'll do, I'll record a message on my iPhone." Now, at the time, ladies and gentlemen, she was 98 years old. And she got her iPhone out and she recorded this in one take. Now, she's actually talking to all the troops, okay, and to their families. So it's like she's talking to her boys, really. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dame Vera Lynn herself to all of you. Here we go.
This is Dame Vera Lynn. I'd like to thank you all for those wonderful messages that I've received. And it brought back to me so many memories of my time when I went out there entertaining the boys. It was a part of my life that I will never ever forget. And it is well and truly stored in my memories of the war years. It was a wonderful experience, and I really was very touched by the enthusiasm and the reception that I got when I was out there. And I do hope that in my small way I took a little bit of home to you, and I'm sure that your parents and family at home would have been glad to know that you were enjoying a visit from me, because it was just my bit of your home that I was bringing to you.
Oh, and that was Dame Vera Lynn herself, ladies and gentlemen. She's amazing, absolutely amazing, she really was. Give her a massive round of applause. What a star. And she also told me while I was there that she also loved a young gentleman who was like the Harry Styles of the 1940s, and she loved Bing Crosby. Do you remember Bing Crosby? Yeah? And she used to sing this wonderful song. So let's see everyone singing along, and this is "Don't Fence Me In." Here we go, she used to love this.